Trump's approval ratings on immigration are falling harder than he did trying to walk up those steps on Air Force One. Jessica Tarlov, take it away.
I think having border crossings down to 0 is an incredible achievement. The problem is that the rest of the immigration policy is in absolute shambles. His approval rating on immigration ranges from -27, that's in Gallup, to -19 in CNN, and -15 in the new Quinnipiac poll that's out today. He's in the red or underwater, however you want to say it, on deportations as well, which was one of his key promises. In the CNN poll, his approved strongly number down to -21. It's the lowest it's been at any point in either of his administrations.
Why do you think that is?
Because he's not doing a good job at being president.
A lot of minuses, Donnie. You might get called to the principal's office. But the question is his party listening to the American people?
Congressman, do you care if U.S. citizens accidentally get detained in ICE raids?
Look, I'm so appreciative of what Tom Homan is doing to get illegals out of the country. No, I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about law and order in America, and I'm supportive about if you're an illegal, you don't need to be here.
But what if you're a citizen and you get detained? Like what? That seems to be happening a lot.
Well,
you don't care?
No, I don't believe that. He's getting the people out of here that should be out here, that should have never been allowed to come in. The Biden administration defied the Constitution and defied America, really.
Well, a lot of citizens are getting detained in the dragnet, though, including veterans. So
what about the gang members that get detained?
Well, I mean, if they're U.S. citizens.
This president and this Homan is doing such good things. I'm not going to criticize him for anything, particularly as it relates to deportation.
I say, boy, now listen to me, boy. So you say you want to catch a chicken. You're going about it the wrong way now, boy. That was Representative Ralph Norman of South Carolina saying he doesn't care if citizens are being arrested. He doesn't care, and neither did this guy.
Senator, do you care if U.S. citizens accidentally get detained in ICE raids?
If U.S. citizens?
Yeah, it's been happening a lot. It's been happening a lot with veterans in particular. Yeah.
Well, first of all, don't put yourself in a situation where that happens, okay? And I'm sure with all the illegals we have in this country, you're going to probably have some mistakes happen. That's going to happen. But again, as long as we take care of it the right way, understand they are a system, let them go. But again, if you're going to be hanging around people that are not citizens of this country, some things like that are going to probably happen.
Is there anything people can do to take care of themselves? Like, how can they do to prevent that?
Don't hang around illegals.
Okay.
Bottom line, because President Trump has said we're going to go after you, and at the end of the day, if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, something bad could happen.
Why do all of these deportation hawks sound like Foghorn Leghorn? That was Senator Tommy Tuberville saying, well, just stay away from illegals. I'll say, boy, I'll just stay away from illegals. Were these guys cast by Central Casting? They're horrible. Here's someone who is actually eloquent.
They're going based on appearance, its accent, its occupation. Again, construction workers, farm workers, you name it, the evidence is out there. And here's another thing about evidence. He claims to be prioritizing those violent, dangerous criminals. We've been hearing this ad nauseum from the Trump administration going back to the campaign trail. The numbers suggest otherwise. The vast majority of people that have been detained, and even those deported, have no serious criminal conviction history. If it was only going after dangerous criminals, there would be no debate, no discussion. I agree with that. But the fact of the matter is the vast majority of those being detained are the same people who were deemed essential workers at the end of the first Trump administration at the outset of the COVID-19 pandemic. That's a cruel, cruel irony.
There was Senator Padilla of California telling you 70% of those that are being arrested and deported don't have a serious criminal record, and yet it's happening. So these guys aren't that precise. ICE is not precise. ICE did not put the ICE in precise. You understand what I'm saying? They're just going for it. They're just let's just grab everybody that's brown. And that's what the Trump administration is built on. It's built on fear of immigrants, fear of an invasion, fear of anybody with a last name with more than 5 letters. They don't like them. By the way, why are they deporting? They seem to be deporting Latinos, Middle Easterners, people that make good foods. Why? They should be deporting Germans and British people. Don't make good foods. Wiener Schnitzel and porridge. Deport them. Nope, they're not deporting them. They're letting them in. They're letting in the white South African, the South Afrikaners, the Afrikaners who claimed that they were being persecuted in South Africa. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is a breaking news. This is all racist. It's all based on racism. It really is. How can ICE go out and detain brown people? How are they finding? They're stopping brown people. They're going to Home Depot, stopping brown people. Tommy Tuberville said, don't go where there's any illegals. How do I know who's illegal, who's not illegal? If I want to go to Home Depot and I'm a citizen and I get caught up somewhere in the mix there, I was at Home Depot doing my thing. How do I know if there's someone illegal or not illegal? If I'm at a restaurant and they raid the restaurant, how do I know? The only way I could stay away from illegals, as he says, is if I go around town looking at people and going like, hey, do you have your passport? You're a citizen? You got your birth certificate? Let me see it. Okay, you're a citizen? Great, I can hang out. You're not a citizen? I'm going to get away from you. And by the way, these people are here doing the work that's needed to be done. Once again, Senator Padilla pointed out, these were the people that were essential workers during the pandemic. They helped us get through. They were the ones who were delivering the foods, or they were picking the fruits, or whatever had to be done to get us through the pandemic. And now we're just drop kicking them right out of the country. And the problem is, this is the problem, folks. Donald Trump won on bigotry. He won on fear. He said there was 20 million violent criminals that he was going to deport. He said the first thing he said in his first press conference, he said Mexicans are rapists and drug dealers. So he's planted this in the head of his constituents from the beginning, and now it's playing out. And they came in and they realized, oh, there aren't that many violent criminals. So Stephen Miller went over to Homeland Security and said, what are you guys doing? You need to arrest 3,000 people a day and deport them. Anytime you set a quota for anything, that is cause for concern. That's going to cause trouble. It's like when the police are sitting there at the end of the month trying to give more tickets because they're trying to hit a quota. Quotas aren't good. Quotas are not good. It's like saying, you know what? I got a quota. I gotta have a baby a year. Every year, my wife and I were gonna have a baby every year. Now, by year 2 or 3, your wife and yourself, you might be like, we don't need any more babies. Well, we got a quota. We gotta keep going. And that's what they're doing. The quota is 3,000 a day currently, and they just gave ICE a bunch more money, and I think that quota is gonna go up even more. So that's why Donald Trump is upside down on his immigration numbers, because most of America does not agree with what he's doing. And they're going to agree even less once it starts hitting their pocketbooks. Because the fact is, once there's nobody picking your fruits and your strawberries, once there's nobody working in the restaurants, once there's nobody doing construction, you're going to see those costs go up and up and up. And these constituents of Trump and MAGA and the Republicans who thought, yeah, let's get them out of here, they are going to find out that their dollar does not go as far as it used to. Things are more expensive now. Why? All because of your racism and your bigotry. These are good people. These are people who came here for a better life. Most immigrants that come to America come for a better life. I know. My family immigrated to America from Iran. We come here. We appreciate America. We love America more than most Americans do. And we want to contribute to America. And we do contribute to America. Go to Silicon Valley. You're going to see a bunch of immigrants who created most of the technology that you guys are using. If you're watching this right now, chances are an immigrant was involved in the device that you are using to watch this, or in the format that you're watching this in. Immigrants come here to do well and help America. And the problem, folks, is that the immigration system is broken. And the bigger problem is Congress hasn't done anything about it, and they refuse to do anything about it. Because the fact is, coming to America on a political asylum is a legal way to come. But they're stopping people from using political asylum. There's those who are here who are going to court hearings and they're being arrested at the court hearing. So you want these people to proceed in the legal fashion, but when they are, you show up and you're arresting them. So are you out to fix the immigration system, or are you just out to deport a bunch of brown people? Is that what we're doing? Because it seems like it's the latter. It really does. And it's so short-sighted. So short-sighted because it's easy to blame others. That's been an age-old thing. Hitler did it with the Jews. Before that in America, when other immigrants would come, the Italians, the Irish, they all got, you always blame the other because they can't protect themselves. They don't have the legal protections that others might. And so what happens is you start going after, you make it, they're invading America. They are drug dealers and they're MS-13, and you get it in people's heads. That's who we're arresting. And then slowly you realize, there's not that many of them. So let's just arrest other people who happen to be brown who are here working. And then you go, let's start arresting people that have green cards that we don't like what they say. So you get a Mahmoud Khalil, or you get that girl who was here on a student visa at Tufts University, the PhD student who wrote an op-ed piece. We don't like what she wrote. Let's go get her. Then you start going after naturalized citizens. You know what? We're going to look into possible naturalized citizens and see if we can find a way to get rid of them because we don't like what they say. Then you end up with Donald Trump saying he's going to take away Rosie O'Donnell's citizenship. So this is a straight line to authoritarianism, folks. And it's good to hear that a majority of the country is waking up and seeing this and giving Donald Trump those nice negative numbers that he's got. But, it doesn't look like his own party is holding him to any sort of standard. You saw those couple of foghorn leghorn guys saying they're fine with it. They're just fine with it. Let's get rid of these folks. Well, I hope that they see their finances suffer. I hope they start seeing that immigrants help America. And I don't see this turning around anytime fast because they just actually, like I said, they in the big beautiful bill, they give a bunch of money to Homeland Security, to ICE, to go after more people. So buckle up, folks. If you voted for this, you're watching America turn into an authoritarian state right in front of your eyes. Guys, I'm a comedian. I'm Maz Jobrani, and I've got a channel right here on YouTube. It's at Maz Jobrani. Just go ahead and follow it. Give it a follow. I post stand-up comedy and comedic clips all the time. Lord knows we need a laugh. So check it out and let me know you found me from Rebel HQ. Adios.